Hello and welcome back to another Rollies Wheels. Today I've been given the opportunity of driving what I call my dream car. It's been something I've been wanting to drive for many years now, and for those people who drive a car like this will recognise what car it is, but those people who haven't, I'm going to have to tell you what it is. It's a Jaguar XK Dynamic R. So it's a 5-litre supercharged engine, and the Dynamic R is, well, it actually sits between the Jaguar XKR and the XKRS, only from the point of view that it has the same 5-litre supercharged engine as the standard XKR, but the standard XKR is limited to 155 miles an hour. This machine is limited to 174 miles an hour, so they've increased the maximum speed. What's wonderful about the car is it's a wonderful tourer. If you want to be able to do long distances, cruising on a dual carriageway like we are today, it's wonderful. It's quite quiet, and you just touch the accelerator and you hear that beautiful deep burble behind your head. And it's got a lot of gizmos on this car, because it's called the Dynamic R because it has wonderful stitched cross-stitch seats. The style of the sport seats are similar to the RS, and in the Dynamic R you could get it in black with red stitching or blue stitching, or in ivory like this is. This particular car is in Italian racing red, so you see a bit more of it later on, and it has the Dynamic R wheels on it, so they are slightly wider than the standard XKR alloys. It all sits very nicely on the road. It's very well composed, and the one thing that a lot of people who drive these XKRs really enjoy and love about it, which puts a smile on your face, is you just touch the accelerator fractionally and it's moving, it's off. It's so effortless, it's wonderful to drive. The one thing also I love is you can just cruise quietly like this, or if you want to have a little bit of fun down the A roads, you can just push what we have here is a dynamic button on the center console down here. It's got a little checkered flag on it, and you push it and hold it down, and then a little checkered flag appears on around the speedo on the binnacle at the front. And what that does is it opens up the flaps on the exhaust system and gives you that bit more takeoff. In other words, it's a lot more responsive. It sits just waiting to take off, and you get that lovely popping noise and growl out of those 4 exhaust tips out of the back of the car. It really is something to drive. I think a lot of XKs that you see on the road, you tend to find them not racing around, they're just cruising around because it gives you such a relaxed drive. But if you want a little bit of fun, you can have a little bit of fun. You can have more than a little bit of fun. You can take this onto a racetrack, and you can undo the traction control, and you can have the back swinging out if you want it. But it's quite an awesome car. The one thing that I have experienced with the XKs, driving this one, you have to be very careful in damp conditions or in the wet. If you just put your foot down a bit hard, there's so much power that has to go down onto the road that you're liable to wheel spin quite easily. So you have to drive it with care, and you have to make sure that you're aware of that power that's in the bonnet transferred to those back wheels. So yeah, it's really a Jaguar. I was going to say a Tiger, but it's a Jaguar which needs to be tamed. So we're taking the car today to join the XK Car Club, and this is in Wales, North Wales region. So we'll be able to see a few more XKs as well today, which will be quite interesting. So we've got some older models right up to 2014, 2015 hopefully today. So yes, it's going to be an enjoyable day. The weather is for us, clear blue skies, so we're going to have an absolutely fantastic day. The North Wales XK Car Club meets at the Beach Pavilion Cafe at Llanfyfachan. This is where we all start our day, have a breakfast to begin with, and then we continued on to Plasnewydd in Anglesey. You can see we've got the different types of XKs. We've got the earlier version, the X100, X150 versions. Some were convertible, some coupe, and they're all of varied colours. The first one you saw on the right is the XK Dynamic R. Then we have the 4.2 standard aspirated XKR, and we have a few convertibles with the 4.2 supercharged engines. We're heading back now after a fabulous day, meeting all the club members, and as always, the weather was good, it was kind to us, and we're all going to be comparing notes after such a splendid day out. Oh, and I do like looking through the rear view mirror. Just look at those wide shoulders over those wide rear wheels. So we've had a good day today, meeting up with the other XK Car Club members. As I mentioned earlier, there weren't as many actually as we expected there to be there today, but we went along to a National Trust house in Anglesey and had a bit of a talk there, walk around, came back. And we're heading back home now, so we've had a good day. Weather-wise, it's been good, and I think we need to do another test run on this vehicle because I've liked it so much, and therefore look out for the next video when I'm going to do a complete tour of it. Thank you for watching, and please remember to subscribe. Thank you.